Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, not just to fix your hair or brush your teeth, but to really look at yourself? To see the person staring back at you and quietly wonder, how much time do I have left? Not out of fear, not out of panic, but from a place of deep curiosity, of love for life, of wanting to make the rest of your days truly count. Because aging isn't just about candles on a cake or the number on your birth certificate. It's about how you're living. And here's something most people don't realize until it's too late. Not all 70-year-olds are created equal. Some walk with strength in their step and light in their eyes. They travel, dance, laugh, and learn like they're still 50. Others, just as old on paper, begin to fade. Their bodies slow down. Their minds get foggy. Energy becomes a memory, not a reality. So what's the difference? It's not just genetics. It's not just luck. It's in the small signs, the whispers your body gives you. Signs that doctors and scientists now believe can predict how long you'll live after 70. And more importantly, what kind of life you'll live. This video is about those signs. The hidden indicators of longevity that most people overlook. But once you see them, you can change your future. We're going to explore 7 powerful truths that go far beyond surface-level health tips. These are real-life patterns observed in people who not only live longer, but age with grace, purpose, and joy. So if you're over 70 or you love someone who is, don't look away. Because by the time this video ends, you'll not only see yourself more clearly, you'll know exactly what you can do today to shape your tomorrow. Let's dive in. 1. Your balance. Can you stand on one leg? It sounds almost too simple to be meaningful. Stand on one leg. That's it. No fancy equipment. No doctor's appointment, no blood test. Just you, your body, and gravity. But this quiet little test has a secret. It's one of the strongest predictors of how long you'll live. That's right. Your ability to balance on one leg for just 10 seconds can reveal more about your future than you ever imagined. Picture this. You're in your 70s or beyond. You're in your living room. Maybe your grandchild is watching. You lift one foot off the ground just a few inches, and now you hold 5 seconds. 6. Do you feel steady? Or do you immediately start to wobble, instinctively reaching out for the nearest chair? This is not just about balance. This is about your brain's connection to your body. Researchers from the University of Sao Paulo discovered that older adults who couldn't hold this position were more than twice as likely to die within the next decade than those who could. Why? Because balance is a full-body symphony. It requires coordination, muscle strength, inner ear stability, and neural communication. When that system begins to falter, it's a red flag that other systems, like cardiovascular or neurological health, might also be declining beneath the surface. And the danger isn't theoretical. When balance disappears, falls happen. And for seniors, one fall can change everything. A broken hip, a long hospital stay, the loss of independence, the beginning of a painful downward spiral. But here's the hope. Balance isn't gone forever. It can be rebuilt. Start small. Practice standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Try heel-to-toe walks down your hallway. Explore gentle Tai Chi or yoga. Even 5 minutes a day can retrain your nervous system, reawaken sleepy muscles, and rebuild that mind-body trust. Because every second you stand strong isn't just a physical victory. It's a quiet rebellion against the idea that aging must mean decline. So go ahead, try it now. Stand tall, lift one foot, and ask yourself, am I rooted like a tree, or is it time to water my roots again? 2. Your grip strength. How firm is your handshake? Think about the last time you shook someone's hand. Was it firm, confident, or did it feel a little weaker than you remember? Most people never stop to think about their hands, yet they're among the most telling mirrors of your health. Those 10 fingers that once carried babies, built homes, cooked meals, planted gardens, they're not just tools. They're indicators of how strong and resilient your body still is. In fact, one of the most accurate science-backed predictors of how long you'll live is hiding in your handshake. Doctors and researchers across the world, including teams at Harvard and the British Medical Journal, have found something remarkable. Grip strength is directly tied to longevity. A strong grip suggests not only robust muscles, but also healthy circulation, a sharp nervous system, and a resilient heart. On the flip side, a weakening grip may be your body's first quiet whisper that something deeper is slipping. Muscle mass, stability, vitality. Let's take two men in their late 70s, James and Harold. James still opens jars without thinking twice. He carries his shopping bags home, rakes leaves in the fall, and plays tug-of-war with his dog. His grip is solid. Harold, on the other hand, has started to struggle. Turning a doorknob feels harder. Holding a cup of coffee too long makes his wrist ache. And while it might seem like a minor inconvenience, it's not, because grip strength isn't just about your hands. It's about your whole body. When your grip fades, it often means muscle is being lost elsewhere too. That can lead to falls, slower healing, and a loss of independence. It's the beginning of a quiet, dangerous spiral. But here's the part people often forget. You can take action. Your body is waiting for you to show up. Start with a tennis ball. Squeeze it every day for a minute or two. Do a few push-ups against the kitchen counter. Lift light weights, even if it's just a can of soup. Carry your groceries instead of using a cart. These tiny choices signal to your muscles. We still need you. Don't go quiet on us yet. Your hands have written your story. They've held loved ones, built memories, and weathered storms. Don't let them grow weak now. Keep your grip strong, and you may just find you're holding on, not just to strength, but to years of life you didn't know were still waiting for you. So try it right now. Make a fist. Feel that pressure? That's not just strength, it's potential. Don't let it slip away. 3. Your walking speed. How fast do you move through the world? Have you ever noticed the quiet rhythm of your footsteps? The way your body carries itself through space. Not just to get somewhere, but as a reflection of how alive you still feel? Walking speed might seem like a small thing, but to doctors and researchers, it's one of the most powerful predictors of how long you'll live. Not because life is a race, but because walking speed reflects something much deeper. It's not just about strong legs. It's about a healthy heart pumping blood, lungs breathing in oxygen, nerves sending clear signals, and a brain that still coordinates it all. When you walk with purpose, at a steady, confident pace, you're showing the world that your internal engine is still running strong. Now picture two friends in their late 70s, Frank and Leo. Frank gets up every morning, ties his shoes, and walks with intent. He crosses streets without hesitation, climbs stairs without holding the rail, and feels his breath and heartbeat working in harmony. Leo, on the other hand, moves slower now. He pauses often. Each step feels like a calculation. He avoids crowds, avoids uneven ground, and sometimes even avoids going out at all. To the outside world, it may just look like a difference in energy, but under the surface, it tells a bigger story, one of resilience versus vulnerability. Studies have shown that slower walkers are at significantly higher risk for heart issues, falls, cognitive decline, and yes, even early death. But here's what no one tells you. You don't have to accept it. Walking speed is trainable. It responds to attention and effort. A little more movement each day, a longer route to the mailbox, a few gentle uphill walks, stretching your hips, working your core, breathing deeper. It all adds up because the way you move through the world matters, not just for your health, but for your confidence, your independence, and your ability to stay connected to life. So, take a moment right now. Stand up. Walk across the room. How did that feel? Was your posture tall? Were your steps smooth? Or did you feel the weight of years in your knees and hips? Don't ignore that. Walking isn't just exercise. It's a signal. A fast, steady pace can add years to your life, and life to your years. So tomorrow, walk just a little farther, a little faster. And remember, every step you take is a quiet act of defiance against decline, a promise to your body. We're still going. 4. Your sleep quality. Do you wake up rested or drained? There's a quiet moment just before sunrise when the world is still. No phones buzzing, no traffic passing, just the soft rhythm of your own breath. It's in that silence that your body is supposed to heal, to restore, to prepare for another day. But what if that moment never comes? As we age, sleep can slip through our fingers. We fall asleep slower. We wake up more often. We toss. We turn. We stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m. wondering why rest feels so far away. And too often, it's brushed off as just normal aging. But here's the truth. Poor sleep is not normal. It's dangerous. Scientists have found a direct link between poor sleep and some of the most serious health issues facing seniors: memory loss, high blood pressure, weakened bones, heart disease, and even a shorter lifespan. When you don't sleep well, your body doesn't just feel tired. It starts breaking down. Now imagine two people, both in their mid-70s, and goes to bed at the same time each night. Her room is cool, quiet, dark. She avoids screens and caffeine in the evening. She wakes up refreshed, focused, and energized. Then there's Harold. He watches TV until he falls asleep on the couch. He wakes up multiple times. He feels groggy, forgetful, and drained by mid-morning. One of them is preparing their body to thrive. The other is unknowingly speeding up decline. But here's the hope. You can reclaim your nights. Good sleep hygiene isn't complicated, but it does take intention. Start with simple steps. No screens for an hour before bed. Keep your room dark and slightly cool. Try soft music or a short journal entry to quiet the mind. Create a bedtime routine like you would for a child. Not because you're fragile, but because your body still craves rhythm. And don't ignore the signs. If you wake up exhausted even after 7 or 8 hours, if you nap often but still feel tired, if your memory feels foggy or your mood is low, that's your body asking for better sleep. Because sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's when your heart repairs, your brain detoxifies, and your immune system recharges. Without it, everything else, your balance, your energy, your longevity, begins to erode. So tonight, give yourself the gift of rest, not just as a habit, but as a ritual. Because how you sleep doesn't just affect how you feel tomorrow. It may determine how many tomorrows you get. 5. Your appetite. Are you still nourishing your body? Here's a truth many ignore. A shrinking appetite in your 70s might not be harmless. It could be a red flag. When you stop feeling hungry, it might signal depression, digestive trouble, or early cognitive changes. Worse, it leads to weight loss, muscle breakdown, and frailty. Food is fuel, and after 70, your body needs nutrients more than ever, especially protein, fiber, and hydration. Losing the desire to eat isn't just a side effect of aging. It's something that shortens aging. Do you still enjoy your meals? Are you eating enough to maintain your strength? If not, it's time to reintroduce foods that bring joy and nourishment. Because you're not just feeding your stomach, you're feeding your future. 6. Your stress response. Do you bend or break under pressure? Life doesn't stop throwing challenges just because you've aged. But how you respond, how you carry stress, may predict how long you live. Long-term stress, especially after 70, can cause inflammation, heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. But seniors who practice calmness, mindfulness, prayer, laughter, or connection, those who find ways to release pressure, tend to outlive the ones who hold everything inside. Stress management isn't about being tough. It's about being resilient. Find your outlet. Walk, meditate, journal, laugh with a friend. Let go of what's out of your hands. Your heart, brain, and body will thank you, not just today, but for years to come. 7. Your social life. Are you still connected? Finally, your relationships, your sense of belonging. Loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not opinion, it's research. Seniors who stay socially engaged live longer, suffer fewer illnesses, and retain better memory. A call with a grandchild, a walk with a neighbor, volunteering, joining a group, go to church. These small connections keep your soul alive, because aging doesn't have to mean fading. It can mean evolving, deepening, connecting in new ways. So ask yourself, are you reaching out? Or are you fading quietly into background? Because the love you give and receive today could be the most powerful medicine you have. Final thoughts. Your future starts now. There you have it. 7 silent, science-backed signs that might just predict how long you'll live after 70. But this isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because the moment you see the signs, you gain the power to change them. So what will you do today? Will you work on your balance? Strengthen your grip? Reclaim your appetite? Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in years? You don't have to do everything at once. Just one step, one habit, one choice to say, I'm still here and I'm still living. Leave a comment below. Tell us which sign stood out most to you and what small change you'll make this week. And if you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about, because the journey to a longer, stronger life is better when we walk it together. Remember, age is just a number, but what you do with your time, that's what makes it count.